I think this team could be unstoppable.
However, if Coach somehow stays in the NBA, here are some teams that could be interested. Answer the most obvious answer with your last
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
Basically, Phoenix Suns.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Thank you, guys. The modern NBA certainly owes a debt to those 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns of the early 2000s. Steve Nash at the controls, Amari Stoudemire at the rim, and Sean Marion doing some of everything. Most teams just couldn't keep up. And Kevin, it was clear they set the trend for the pace and space style that we see today.
So exciting to see. No doubt about it, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. They've got Taylor, the captain out there with Goose. Then there's Muhammad. And for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs. Here we go.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Craig against Taylor. And there's the drive. And he converts the layup. Taylor's got the first points on the scoreboard for New Orleans. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series, they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together. Maybe this year, things will be different. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
No good. And it's the Pelicans' ball. 4-point game. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, you saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
And so here's Phoenix. The Pelicans make their last shot.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Pass to Taylor. Fader on the way. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Taylor's got 6.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You know.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
First team foul.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Still very early in the season here, but Team Greg beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Passes to Craig. Booker left side. And they get it. Mohammed pulls it in.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Paul with the steal. Drops in the breakaway lane.
It's only 4 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
For New Orleans, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. The captain, he gets it in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Down low. Dunk by Booker.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, I'm going to see teams use a hack of Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
1:49 left in the first. Big critical on this. Ayton unable to get that one.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Oh, goodness.
Man!
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone of offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Now the pass to Muhammad. Over Paul. Again, the Pelicans score.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
And Booker kicks to Craig. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. That one, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Warren against Muhammad. Looking to end the run. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Goose. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans. And it's Phoenix's ball. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Landry Shamet. Bismack Biyombo is out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Landale in at the center, filling out the middle. Pelicans leading by 22. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs this season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
He doesn't usually fire from out there. Landale's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's the captain. He's covered on Shannon. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for a good job. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, Devin Booker.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Shamet with it. Now defended by MP. Beyond the arc. No good from Booker.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Muhammad. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Going into...
Whoa!
That is powerful.
Oh my God. Someone with the poster. Are you serious? Oh my. Yeah, someone with the poster. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the poster.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Booker with no one around, drills it from outside. Booker's got 5 points so far.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Shaq with the steal. Now, Ross. No points in the game yet for him. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Clock at 6. The three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Muhammad. Here's the captain. MP trying to free himself up. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the Suns call time here. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Number 1, Chris Paul.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
And here are the Suns now. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Took him no time at all on that one. Goose has got his third basket of the night.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Here's Paul, and he uses the glass on the way. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Sneaky, sneaky. Paul not accounted for in the offensive glass, and he makes them pay for not paying attention to him.
Here's the captain, defended by Paul. Good work there as it goes. 10 points for the captain.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket. In the paint.
To the middle. Paul with the bucket. 6 points for Chris Paul.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Here's the captain, defended by Paul. Here's the captain. And another 3 for New Orleans.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Paul. Out of hand on it.
Get blocked, CP3! Get blocked! Dang, you're getting blocked. CP, oh, look at that. Oh. Get blocked, CP3. Oh, get me. Get blocked, CP3. Yeah. Wait. Oh,
And here are the Pelicans.
Pelicans.
They're on a 20-7 run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. The captain. Here's Okogie. Here's Booker. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
And so it's New Orleans out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens and we got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the New Orleans Pelicans.
It's obvious crashing the boards was a point of emphasis. They're rebounding by committee, and their dominance in that category is a key reason for this lead.
Their opponent needs to find some Windex because they need to start cleaning the glass.
Ooh, Ernie, I see how you did that.
And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
Taking a look here now at New Orleans, they found their stride here early, hitting the ground and running, establishing themselves as the team to beat.
No guarantees that they can hold the top spot, but from what we've seen, they'll be among the elite teams all season long. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that. That first half, absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, yeah, let's just say his success will continue.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. The captain out there with Goose. Then there's Muhammad. Then it's MP.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Craig with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Paul surveying the floor. Goes up with a strike. It's rebounded by New Orleans. One-on-one here. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 4 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Effortless strokes you'll ever see.
New Orleans has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. The three from MP. Taylor with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Paul outside. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good. That's 12 points for Devin Booker. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Ball outside. Pass to Okogie. That shot misses. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Taylor's shot, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ayton in the high post. They need this. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got his first points of the night.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
And the basket by Muhammad.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 13 feet away. Muhammad pulls it in. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those help him knock away a few shots and pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
All right, everybody, look who's coming. It's time to make some noise for your song breaker dance crew.
A Pittsburgh substitution here for Phoenix. Landale's checked in. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Terrence Ross is checked in for Devin Booker. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Chris Paul.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And 101 left to play in the third. Shamet the pass to Ayton. Warren with the ball. Ayton sets the pick for Warren. Shoots over Muhammad, and it's off the back rim. No good. New Orleans gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. The 3 from Poole. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Here's the waiter. Again, the Pelicans score.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Shamet, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for your service, Bisma Biyombo.
Outside Warren. 3 seconds left. And at the end of the third quarter, a large lead in this one may already have been decided. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Bismack Biyombo. Andrew Shaman is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's David Walker. And it's Wainwright in at the four-man position. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy to you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
And here is Thomas. 13 feet away. Muhammad pulls it in. Muhammad's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Poole, trying inside.
Jordan Poole.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Thomas. Muhammad pulls it in. Muhammad's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the waiter. He's guarded by Thomas. The waiter's shot is good.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Up again. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Goose has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Muhammad, covered by Biyombo.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Poole against Thomas. Passes it to Shaman. 5 on the clock. Over Muhammad. And the Suns miss again.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Biyombo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Shaman the pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 15-5 run. Into the lane. And Poole gets it to go.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
There's the pass to Landale. Now the dish to Booker. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Muhammad's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Goose. Takes it off the glass.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you need to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Combo dishes to Booker. To end the run, and it's in there.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Pass to Muhammad. Here's Goose. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Cans it from downtown.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
At the line for your Suns.
Both shots good from the stripe. 11 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Goose, and stolen by Booker, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
That free throw good from Shannon.
Landry Shamet at the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Goose. Releases. Got it.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching as we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.
Alright, let's see about it. 21 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover. I'm at 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. 15 points, 2 blocks, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Taylor, 15 points. 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Brotherpool 13. Yusuf, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Alright guys, this is your boy TSM Mommy. Leave a like, subscribe, leave the comments down below. See you guys.